something on me.
Welcome to This Time with Daniel and Shahbaz! No?
What do you turn into though? Do you turn into me?
I turn into a giant snake. Welcome to This Time with Daniel and Shahbaz. Today, we're going to be reviewing Shazam.
Oh, we're not reviewing me. Okay, sounds good.
No, Shazam. We have to say Shazam.
Okay.
Yeah. We just saw it. So
We
this
just
movie,
saw it.
I love, this is what I'll say.
Okay.
I love that this movie's getting an early release because you could
So
tell that
glad.
Warner Brothers
Confident.
is confident in this.
Now they are.
And they should be.
They should be.
So Shazam is about Billy Batson, meets a wizard, gets his powers, becomes a god, and turns into Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No, you missed a very underwhelming villain.
Okay, yes. So let's get into it.
So-
What's this movie about? What's going on here? Set it up, Shay.
So yes, exactly what you said. We have basically Mark Strong as a villain. I'll be honest, Dr. Savar?
Stavagan?
Toboggan,
Yeah.
Dr. Toboggan,
Yeah.
Mantis
Mantis
Toboggan. So he is playing this villain who is a child that, well, grew up, obviously,
Yeah.
but had the wrong intentions because he was almost picked to be Shazam.
Right. But he was unworthy.
But he was unworthy.
Right.
And as the film progresses, he makes it his lifelong journey to find the Wizard's Temple or lair again to unleash the demons, basically.
Right. The 7 deadly sins
The 7 deadly sins.
into the world, and he wants to become that.
But now Billy Batson, who's a foster child going from foster home to foster home,
Yeah.
he becomes worthy enough to become Shazam!
Yes.
I don't know why we don't have to say it all the time like this,
And
by the way.
I think this movie is so fun.
a lot of fun.
The biggest complaint I think we have coming out of this movie is that I think it just takes a little bit too long to get to that fun.
The setup to get to Shazam feels a little up and down. It feels like they're going the right direction, and they slow down a bit when they go to Mark Strong.
Right.
And it picks back up, and then it slows back down. So then
Right.
when we finally get to Shazam, it's like, all right, now the movie starts.
Right, and that's nothing against Mark Strong's acting in this movie because
He's fantastic.
Mark Strong's always great
Strong.
in it. He's always strong. He's always very strong. I just think his villain was very forgettable, and I think the powers that he has in this movie compared to Shazam, for me personally, it really didn't do much for me. I didn't like the way the CG was used on them, but there were some really cool moments with them, and I think as the movie went on, because there was that balance of Zachary Levi as Shazam, that his character became a lot funner to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that setup getting
and the
there.
whole film is pure fun.
Yeah.
All the characters are super likable. The actor who plays Billy Batson, all
Yep.
the way up to Zachary Levi who's playing Shazam, they're so interchangeable. It's literally like Tom Hanks in The Big.
Yeah, it's like you believe that this character is the god version of this kid. I think they did such a great job. The whole foster home cast of those kids are all super likable. There wasn't any one that you felt like, oh man, they're going too hard in the jokes here. Just it felt very believable, and I loved the foster parents as well too.
Yeah,
you
they
could
were
just tell
great.
that they wanted a good home for these kids.
Everyone
right?
was super likable in this
Yeah.
film, down to, literally everybody. And the fact that it's also filmed in Toronto gets a little bit of a bonus from us as
Definitely,
well.
yeah. Lots of areas that we were just like, oh, yep, been there, done that.
And there's just a lot of great like DC references. Now this film
Tons.
really isn't, I guess, a part of the DCU, or we don't know. We don't know anything about
I mean,
that
it
yet.
is, and that's a whole other video in itself where, yes, it's shown to be taking place in the same world as Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman and everything like that, but it doesn't feel like it too much as well too.
Yeah.
Again,
But
topic for another day.
But what I do like about this film, though, is that everything is very smaller in scale.
Right.
So the situation that we're involved in, the fights that are happening, they take place so centrally and locally that it feels like it's the origin story of a movie.
Right, and it didn't ever feel like Mark Strong's character was like world domination. I
No.
must take over the world like we've seen in like movies like
It was
Suicide
more
Squad
about
and things
proving
like that.
everybody wrong or proving his
Right, that he
parents
is
wrong.
worthy of that, right?
Right.
And I think we get a little bit too much setup of him in the beginning, and I wish we saw a little bit more of him as the villain throughout the more middle area of the movie. But man, this movie has a lot of unexpected heart.
Oh,
So much comedy as well too. It just from top to bottom, it really is a good time.
I can't wait to watch it again. To be honest. And
definitely.
I really hope that DC now has faith in it and they push forward a sequel, because the budget of the film, the way this film was being released, it really felt like Warner Brothers did not think that they were gonna have a hit.
Yeah.
Like, they really have a hit.
It definitely felt like a little bit more of a lower budget, and like honestly, props to
David Sandberg.
David Sandberg, who's coming from like being
Lights
a horror
Out,
director. He did Annabelle as well too,
Annabelle
right?
Creation, I think,
Annabelle
yeah.
Creation. Warner Brothers is obviously on a good streak with hiring
Horror
these directors,
yeah.
right? So like they could really stretch a budget and make it look good, because there are moments where this movie looked fantastic, and I really hope you get to see more of Shazam.
Yeah. So I think it's safe to say,
Watch
it. And if you want to hear more of our thoughts on what this movie was like, tune into the movie podcast every Monday, and we're going to be going deeper into the film, talking a little bit more about it, and also with our good friend Anthony. He'll share his thoughts on the film as well.
Definitely. That was this time.
Maybe we'll see you next. No, we will see you next.
Yeah, please come back.
No. Sorry.